Now, how do you support that purpose? There are three legs to supporting that purpose. The first leg, this is the beginning of your life. You have to continue to learn. And when I left school actually very early. For me, it was the beginning of the learning. And you have to use every opportunity. Whichever country I've worked in, I used every opportunity. In whichever country I lived in, whichever culture, it was always a learning experience. Don't assume that what you have learned is it. For me, life continues to be a learning experience. So continue to drive with the IQ. The second Q is the EQ. And the EQ is in some ways more important. I was speaking to some students at the University of Nairobi recently, and they asked me what I thought of the youth. And I said, well, now you've asked me the question. I'm assuming you want me to give you the answer. And I'm assuming you don't want me to lie. Otherwise, we're both wasting our time. And I said, I wouldn't hire any of you. Because I can't put you in front of any of my clients. I can't put you in front of any of my customers because you have a very low EQ. All you've learned is how to remember things. And you have to go beyond remembering. You have to go into interacting and to having that emotional content. Be careful who you keep company with. I'm very careful who I keep company with. The company you keep with people who will define you. If you hang out with people who have a higher purpose, not necessarily CEOs, you hang out with people who have a higher purpose, you will develop a higher purpose. If you hang out with thieves, you will become a thief. So EQ is the second stool. And the third leg of that stool is what I call the PQ, and that is your personal quotient. Your personal quotient means that if you abuse yourself, if you abuse your body, if you abuse your mind, it's only ever going to lead to one thing. You have to make sure that more than anyone else, you value yourself. You stay away from drugs. You stay away from alcohol. Think about the three-legged stool. The three-legged stool will never walk, but it doesn't work if it only has two legs.